Former at 8-1. Tony's Tip, also an 8-1 shot, just got into 7s in fact, who prefer softer ground. Tremont, who can be a bit of a dodgy jumper, but undoubtedly well handicapped, is 9s. Mundigua, Celtic Giant last year's winner, both 12-1. 14's Supreme Charm, 16's Prince Serenier. Shannon Gale just gone 4s. Over the page, Scotia Nostra, so disappointing behind Gloria Victis last time, but a fluent winner on bad ground the time before that, is 16-1 shot. Esprit de Coq, bidding to boost his Grand National claims, is 20s, along with Avanti Express, Clifton Set, Act in Time. And then we get into the outsiders, 25s, Right Said Fred, Lord of the West, who carries the Arkle colours of Anne Duchess of Westminster, and General Pong. And there's still more, 25s, Casterbridge, Cherokee Boy, Enivron, and then 33's Noble Lord, Marching Marquis, 40's On the Boil, 50 Storm Tracker.
Away they go. Tremont, possibly just the last to leave the starting squad behind, towards the first fence. Bit of a charge on the Boil on the inside of Right Said Fred. General Pongo right there. They're all safely over. Storm Tracker is next out wide then, followed by Shannon Gale, the favourite, dropping into 5th place early. On the outside of Scotia Nostra, wide is Act in Time then from Esprit de Coq and Prince Serenier. Enivron next from Cherokee Boy, Supreme Charm, Mundigua, and Clifton Set out wide as they clear the second, at which General Pongo jumped alarmingly out to the right. The back marker is Casterbridge, also towards the rear Tremont, along with Celtic Giant, Avanti Express and Lord of the West amongst the rear division as well. Back with the leaders though, down towards the second. Storm Tracker perhaps just coming through to shade General Pongo now. Right Said Fred on the inside as they streamed over that one. Enivron just chasing the leading bunch. And the Maroon Jacket, Marching Marquis, goes up to join Storm Tracker. Then Act in Time and Clifton Set on their heels. Right Said Fred the inside. General Pongo still very handy. Enivron follows these as they continue on now towards an open ditch. A whole host of horses in close contention going to this. Marching Marquis took off just first from Storm Tracker in second. Then Right Said Fred on the Boil on the inside. General Pongo and Clifton Set. They're followed by Act in Time, Esprit de Coq and Prince Serenier as they clear another plain fence. Cherokee Boy is now just about last of all. That horse often a front runner of the grey, and one from last is Lord of the West. Turning towards the open ditch, and it's Marching Marquis from Right Said Fred and Storm Tracker. And then behind these On the Boil on the inside, Clifton Set cleared it next. Then Esprit de Coq on their heels. Act in Time out wide of Supreme Charm, then Enivron and Prince Serenier. Back behind them in the midfield is Mundigua then, with Celtic Giant getting a little bit closer. Still amongst the rear, Noble Lord has dropped out. Lord of the West towards the rear, still with Casterbridge, and there's the grey Cherokee Boy at the tail. Down the hill they go then towards fence number 8 of the 19. In this Fulke Walwyn Muir Challenge Cup for amateurs, and it's Marching Marquis from On the Boil on the inside, Storm Tracker and Clifton Set on the outside in the headgear, followed next by Right Said Fred, Esprit de Coq and Supreme Charm as they run towards the next and onto this plain fence. Marching Marquis, Storm Tracker, Supreme Charm getting much closer to the noseband on the outside, with right there Clifton Set still, Prince Serenier on their heels. Shannon Gale is never been too far away, still sitting in about 10th, I would say. On the inside might spot a white cap, green jacket, yellow hoop sleeves, the 9-2 favourite, still well placed with just over a circuit to go. They jump what will be their last after another circuit, and it's Marching Marquis from Clifton Set. Then On the Boil, Scotia Nostra now gets a call, improving up the inside into 4th and 5th, the inner of Storm Tracker, followed by Esprit de Coq and Act in Time, and then Supreme Charm and Prince Serenier. Honeymount improving a bit, then Enivron from Tony's Tip getting a call on the outside. General Pongo is next, then Shannon Gale back on the inner as they clear the next plain fence, followed by Right Said Fred and Noble Lord and Celtic Giant, and then Mundigua and Lord of the West. Tremont has never been in it so far. Casterbridge one from last, and still trailing is Cherokee Boy. Down the hill once again into the back straight, and it's Clifton Set and Marching Marquis. These two disputing. Good job, Marching Marquis. And a faller back in the field. Looked like Shannon Gale, the favourite. Looked like the favourites on the deck there as they run towards the water jump. Confirmed Shannon Gale down. Marching Marquis leads them over the water from Clifton Set and Supreme Charm. On the Boil, then Esprit de Cotte, and there's the rider, Shannon Gale. Gordon Elliott sitting up as they now jump another open ditch. A bad mistake by On the Boil on the inside at that one as they bunch up front with Supreme Charm in the blue and white jacket. Enivron coming there, and then Marching Marquis on the inside, followed closely by Clifton Set. Esprit de Cotte has got a lot closer, driving up the inner. Act in Time is driven hard on the outside. Honey Mount now moving onto their heels. The light blue jacket from Tony's Tip also improving, and then Prince Serenier. Another open ditch. Supreme Charm and Marching Marquis were the first two to take off there, but Supreme Charm is hanging outright in front from Marching Marquis as they make the top turn. In third is Clifton Set. Honey Mount improves into fourth. Then Enivron and Tony's Tip and Esprit de Cotte and Act in Time, and then Prince Serenier with Moon Digua now making a little bit of late progress as they run down the hill towards the final three fences, and it's Supreme Charm in front. On the Boil being pulled up behind runners down towards three out. Supreme Charm from Marching Marquis and Clifton Set. Over in fourth was Tony's Tip then from Honey Mount, now being hard driven. Then Prince Serenier, Enivron and Act in Time and Esprit de Cotte as they run down towards the second last, and it's Supreme Charm that takes off first from Marching Marquis and Nod in second. Honey Mount now delivering a run in third. Then Clifton Set from Tony's Tip. They're clear of Prince Serenier and Act in Time, and then Noble Lord from the rear, but Honey Mount has come through to take over, turning for home. Honey Mount and Robert Walford from Supreme Charm, Marching Marquis, then Clifton Set and Tony's Tip. Honey Mount at the final fence. He jumps it with springs in his heels. Supreme Charm struggling to hold on for minor honours from Marching Marquis and Clifton Set, but bounding up towards the line is going to be Honey Mount's Kim Muir, Fulke Walwyn Kim Muir. Honey Mount, a clear-cut winner. Tight for the minors. Marching Marquis just second, ahead of Supreme Charm and Clifton Set in fourth. Then came behind horses Avanti Express from nowhere into fifth, from Tony's Tip and Prince Serenier and Act in Time. Noble Lord, Lord of the West and General Ponga and Scotia Nostra. Then Esprit de Cotte and Enivron, and then well down last year's winner Celtic Giant from Moon Digua and Cherokee Boy, and Casterbridge was just about the last to finish. Several puller-uppers, Tremult, Storm Tracker and Right Said Fred, but a highly impressive win here for Honey Mount, for the Robert Alner team, who have had Cheltenham Festival winners in the past. Flyers Nap winning at this meeting a couple of years ago. Honey Mount in the colours of Paul Green, whose Hors la Loire chased home Isterbrack in the champion hurdle just over an hour ago. Trained by Robert Alner, ridden by Robert Walford, this horse who won impressively at Ludlow to 1, winning by 8 lengths from Marching Marquis at 33 to 1. Third, Supreme Charm at 16s, and Clifton Set in fourth at 20 to 1. Win tote 920, places 210, 520, 480 and 490. Exacta £222.20. Computer straight forecast 233.48. Non-runner was number 4 Alpine Gale. The favourite fell, Shannon Gale.